We're the Forest City Knit Girls. I'm Carrie.
I'm June.
And I'm Patty.
And this is episode 53.
Yep. And we are in a very special location tonight. We are at one of the local yarns shops in London. It's called London Yarns. They graciously invited us to come do our podcast here, so we're so excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to do an interview at some point with the owner, so we'll let you know when that's coming up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's so tempting to do some shopping.
Yeah. All this yarn.
I know.
It's a beautiful store.
It is.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit more about London Yarns when we chat with Janet in a few minutes, but we'll just do our regular admin stuff first.
Okay.
And, reminders of our knit-alongs,
Yep.
and Patty's going to talk about a new one that we're going to do too.
Yeah. So right now we have, I think it's 3 knit-alongs going right now, which is quite a few. And we're going to add another one to it. The first knit-along now, I actually went and organized all the prizes. So I'm going to show them.
Oh, nice.
Do you mind if I just move
Not
that
at all.
over? So for... so I just have to think of what our knit-alongs are. Sweater.
Whips.
Oh yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, dust off your whips.
So dust off your whips. All the knit-alongs will be running until the end of December, and then we'll have like tons of prizes to give away in January. But for the FO thread, the prize for the dust off your whips, the prize will be, they're in bags, but I'm going to take photos of these and add them to the knit-alongs as well. So it's a beautiful skein of yarn from Ginger Snap That, Rose and Pearl Pom-Pom, I believe.
Yep.
And then a little yarn bowl from J.
Henry.
J. Henry Designs.
And a bag tag.
And a bag tag.
Nice.
That's such a nice prize.
So this is for the dust off your whip. So to participate in that one, what you do, there's 2 threads for it. So in the chatter thread, you post the whip that you are wanting to finish. And then when you're finished it, you post it in the FO thread. And then we draw the grand prize from the FO threads from the finished whips.
Nice.
Yeah. And I have made no progress on my whips.
Ooh, I have. I'm excited to show.
Oh, good. So that's the prize for that one.
That's been a good motivation.
Okay. So we are also doing a water lilies pullover or cardigan knit along. I know there's not too many people participating in that, but that's okay. We're still going to do a prize for it. So if you post your water lilies cardigan or pullover in the thread on Ravelry, we will draw from the finished sweaters. And
it's running until the end of November, right?
Yes,
another
that
one.
Is there?
Yeah, I think another one just got added.
Excellent. So this one's running till the end of November, and that is the prize for that knit along. That's beautiful.
Where's the yarn from?
It's a Knit Picks yarn.
Yep.
Hawthorn, finger and weight.
Yep.
Fun little rainbow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. It looks like it'll be kind of stripy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Very
That's shawl you guys were talking about the last time.
Right.
Could work with that.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The floats.
Floats.
Yeah.
And then we have the most wonderful prize for our Year of the Sweater knit along. And I'm so excited. What is that? Oh, this is your bag, Carrie.
Nice.
So we we made a little trip to Little Red Mitten. They were having a little function with Full Moon Fibers, and we went to see the ladies from Full Moon Fibers and the ladies who from Little Red Mitten. And we decided to get a sweater's quantity of the Leo and Roxy basic line.
It carries the runner tonight.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And you guys, if you can only feel how soft this is.
Oh, it's amazing.
This is lovely yarn.
It's called Silver Streak is the colorway.
It's beautiful.
Very nice and neutral.
So there's 5 skeins and there's lots of yardage on there.
Oh, how much?
465.
So you should be able to make
and
anything.
Then, yes. And then I think there's 5 minis.
Oh, they're so pretty. All
Of the
jewel
same
tones.
line. So you could do a colorwork sweater if you want, or
Use these for anything else.
and then we got the little cords from the Knitting Barber as well.
Those are amazing.
Nice.
And I think that they're purple, these ones.
Oh, pretty.
Fun. Bright purple.
That's a great prize.
So this is our grand prize for the year of the sweater. So keep posting your photos in our knit-alongs in the FO threads. We love seeing them. And now we're organized with prizes.
Amazing. We did it.
Can I put that behind you?
Sure,
What's this one,
thanks.
Patty?
Oh, that was the...
Oh,
yeah. And we're December 1st. So for the month of December, we're going to start a new knit-along. And it is going to be like a ornament knit-along. So if you knit an ornament, we're kind of thinking because June test knit the hat bent 2021 for Jody Brown of the Grocery Girls. So like small little things like this that you can give away on presents or make garland out of or hang on your Christmas tree. So
They're so cute. We have to
they
show
are
them all
very
again.
cute.
They're so teeny.
They're adorable.
They're so adorable.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, this one's still my favorite.
And then this one with the little elf.
I like that one too.
Cute.
So we will start the ornament knit along December 1st and run it till the end of December. And we already have a prize for that as well. And Carrie can talk a little bit about this, but this is the prize.
Yeah, so Heather from Timber Yarns reached out to us like just last week and said, I want to send you guys another giveaway. So pick whichever one you want. So then I made the girls make the decision because there's too many choices to choose from. So this is the giveaway for the ornament Christmas tiny thing.
I forget what the colorway is.
Something about crazy elves, isn't
Crazy
it?
elves.
Oh, right. Those crazy elves. So it's called Those Crazy Elves.
And it has the cutest little progress keeper too. It's a little elf that says elf in the middle of it. You can't really see. And then just a purple mini to go with it.
It's fun.
That will be the prize.
Yay.
And it's self-striping sock yarn.
Just amazing sock yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Heather.
Yes, thanks,
Thank
Heather.
you.
That was great. And like, it was on the weekend, and within 2 days, it was at my door. So shipping was super
that's
quick. I mean, she's
amazing.
close to us, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so those are our knit-alongs. You can find all the information on Ravelry in our Forest City Knit Girls Ravelry group. And then the last thread that we run, and we'll probably run this one forever, is our pet photo and stories thread, which we love. So we draw a prize from that thread. We pick a winner and let them pick a pattern of their choice that we gift to them. So keep posting those cute photos of your pets.
Please.
We love it.
We enjoy them. And so we drew for October last podcast, right? So we'll be drawing for November
in
the next
Couple weeks, few weeks.
Okay.
Whenever we podcast again.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Lots of knit-alongs.
Yes. So thanks for your participation, everyone. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what we're wearing, and then we'll take a break and reset and
Sure.
do that?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Jen?
Sure. Okay, so this was actually part of the WIP challenge. So I've worn this before, but so this is my throw over sweater. I'll move that for a sec. My throw over sweater by Andrea Mowry, and love it. It's a great knit. I think lots and lots of people have knit it. I made it a little too short. So part of my WIP challenge was to lengthen it, and I did. I'm not going to stand up because my leg is still I have a
Sore.
hurt
Still
my
broken?
leg. Yeah, it's still broken.
Still broken.
Yeah. So anyway, I made it. I think I made the body 14 inches. And then it's about 1.5 inches of ribbing at the bottom. So it just fits a lot better. It was just a little too cropped before.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
it looks
it.
great.
Thanks. I love it. It's such a easy pattern to knit. Comfortable. It's top down. I knit it in Cascade 220 yarn for the main color, and then drops. I took notes. I have to write it. I have to look at my notes. Drops air for the color work. So different composition of wool, but I kind of like it. This is a bit of a fuzzy yarn.
Yeah.
So it kind of stands out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And all different colors, but the main color from Cascade 220 is brick red. And I really, really like it.
I like it too.
I like it
It's
too.
very nice.
Thanks.
It's very fall wintry. It's like the perfect colors for this time of year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Looks cozy.
It is very cozy. It's a nice, comfortable fitting sweater.
Awesome.
That's great.
How about you?
I am wearing, well, I'll talk about the shawl first. So I made this shawl. I think we each made one of these, right? It's the Dotted Rays by Stephen West. Really fun pattern, an easy pattern of his as well. It was, it's all garter, so, which is nice, or just knitting or whatever you want to call it. The yarns that I used, I just love. I think it's
so pretty,
so
Patty.
nice. And it is by Lizzie Ann Yarns, who is a dyer from Ontario.
Is this what you picked up at the one yarn festival we went to?
It is.
Right.
Yeah. So it's
So
nice
pretty.
and cozy. It is quite big, but you know, this time of the year you like to wrap yourself in something anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I
It's
think
very
we all
soft.
knit ours a little different with how we did our striping and our using our
right.
colors.
That's right.
Yeah. I did mine
I
as
forget
a
how I
bit
did
of a
mine.
gradient. Like I did 3
Okay.
colors, but I kind of did, the alternating stripes. And I think, Carrie, you did yours
Just
stripes.
those like color blocks.
Right.
Color
Of
blocks.
3.
Yeah.
And then I did
Stripe.
I put stripes in between my
Like the eyelet rows or whatever.
Yeah, the eyelet rows are
Beautiful.
are a little bit different.
This was a really fun
It
pattern
was.
to knit.
Yeah.
And a great shawl to wear too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Super
Very
wearable.
easy to put on.
Yeah.
And then my sweater is the Sprout sweater, and it's by Tiff Nealon, and she just released the pattern last week. I test knit this for her, and I think I showed it last podcast, but it hadn't been released yet, but I'm wearing it today.
Can we
And
talk
it's-
about these cuffs?
Yeah, the cuffs
They're
are
gorgeous.
so cool.
Here.
So it's got a little bit, the color work up top is like a slip stitch color work.
Right.
So it's all slip stitch. And then the cuffs are actually a herringbone. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. But it's herringbone.
I didn't realize it was herringbone.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Which I'd never done before.
No.
It was a new stitch to me, so it took a little bit of practice. I think I had to take it out once and redo it because I got the herringbones, the arrows going in the wrong direction a couple of times. But it was fun. You have to do it on a much larger needle than I did for the rest of the sweater. I can't remember what size needle I used to knit the sweater, but this was a size 8mm.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that is US. So it's a very interesting stitch, and I was happy to try something new. The yarn that I used, both are from Knit Picks, and it's their Wool of the Andes tweed. The dark color is Wellies, and the pinkish color is called Heather Blossom.
It's pretty.
Heather Blossom Heather. Yeah.
It's perfect. They're perfect together.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
It's a very comfortable fitting sweater. Yeah, so it's now released, so go check out the pattern.
I bought my copy. I'm
Did
gonna
you?
knit it. Oh yeah.
She had a birthday sale.
She had a birthday
mention
sale.
it?
Yeah, so I
True.
bought 3 of her patterns. I love her style.
Me
and
too.
her aesthetic. And
Yeah.
she's really into sleeves, isn't she? Like her sweater patterns all
have something interesting on the sleeves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. There we go.
You look very coordinated. Looks nice.
Very coordinated. And I'm wearing my Water Lilies by Claudia Q from Unit. So this is the one that we're doing for the knit along. It comes as a cardigan or a pullover in the pattern, which is great. So you have options on that. Some of the lace detail is in the sleeve, and then the Water Lilies pattern in the yoke. And then the rest of the body is just knitting in the round. The pattern calls for it to be cropped, but I made it longer. So my usual length of sweaters that I like, I just went to that length to do it. It's an awesome sweater. A lot of fun. I had some challenges with it, I would say, because the whole yoke is charted, and I'm used to just reading instructions. I use charts for color work more than like lace usually. So, but that was fine. It was a great challenge to have. I enjoyed challenging myself, so I really liked that part of it. And then the wool I used for it is the Fiber Co. Erin Moore Light in the colorways Riveresque. So it's blue with some blue and green flecks throughout it.
So nice.
Yeah, it softened up really, really nicely after I blocked it. And yeah.
It looks really good on you too.
It does.
Like,
it's like the perfect fit.
Yeah.
It looks
I'm
great.
Stunning.
glad. I was going to do the size up from this one, and then I kind of second guessed myself, and I thought, you know what, I don't know if I want too much positive ease on it, so I knit the size down, and I'm glad I did, because I feel like it fits really, really well.
It does.
Yeah.
And the sleeves fit really well. It's not gapey anywhere.
No,
And the neckline
beautiful.
is like perfect neckline.
Yeah.
Everything about
it. Love it so much.
And the nice thing about this one too is that it's not a lot of ribbing.
No.
No, it's just a few rows of purling.
Yeah.
Actually.
What's the
for neck.
bottom? I haven't gotten there yet.
Ribbing.
Okay, but just on the bottom.
Yeah.
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 No, it's really nice. I like the neck.
Me too.
Thanks. Yeah. So
Awesome.
somebody in our KAL will win a prize for doing this.
And you're the only one out of the three of us that are done.
Yeah.
Do I get a prize for being the only one?
I think you should.
We'll take you out to lunch.
There we go. Yeah, we're still working in ours. I got a little carried away with all my projects. So
Yeah.
it's coming.
I feel like this last month and a bit, I get so distracted with wanting to do new things.
Yeah,
Oh, I
me
know.
too.
Like I'm all over the place on what I want to knit next.
I'm not
Same
too
here.
far off on mine, actually.
No, you're
I
close.
have my body and sleeves on the same needle now,
Yeah.
so I just have to get back to doing the lace work on the top.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
You'll love it when it's done.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
I'm extending the knit along just for myself. But I'll finish it because I love it. But yeah,
Too many things.
too many things.
Yeah.
And I had to redo my sleeve a couple times. So I'm just feeling it's in a timeout. Not that I don't love it because it's amazing and it was just my own silly mistakes. But you guys know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes projects need a timeout.
Totally.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why we have so many WIPs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a pause. We're going to just reset everything and we're going to invite Janet to come over and chit chat with us.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to what we have in our project bags.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
So we're back. We are all organized and we're here with Janet, who is the owner of London Yarns.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. I was mentioning to Janet and Carol earlier that they'd sent out a newsletter to their customers to say that this was happening, and we had somebody send a message on Instagram being like, we want to hear and see from Janet. So thank you for joining us.
Here I am.
Awesome. Yes.
All right. So we're just going to ask a few questions, I guess. So how long have you owned London Yarns?
My mom and I bought London Yarns September 30th of 91. So this September 30th was our 30th anniversary of owning the store.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
It's hard to believe. It really, it really is hard to believe. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've been in different locations too, right?
Yes, when we first bought the store from a woman named Joan, she was in the side plaza of Masonville, where Canadian Tire used to be, and there's a Wendy's and such like that. And in '95, there used to be a quilt shop in the Millstone Plaza, which is just around the corner from us now. And we decided there was an opening there, so we thought quilts and yarns, that goes together.
Yeah.
So we moved to Hyde Park. And then we moved up the street on Hyde Park Road, and then we've moved here. So we've had 4 locations, but all within walking distance of each other, pretty much, except for the Masonville one.
Right.
Same end of town, though, I guess, when you say sticking around the same end of town.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good.
Wow, so 30 years. So how long have you been knitting?
I think my mom first tried to teach me when I was about 5. That kind of went in fits and starts. But to be honest, by the time I was a young teenager, I was nonstop, like gifts and all my friends. And the weird thing is my age group, there weren't a lot of knitters in my age group, but my mom and I, that was our thing, and we did it. And by '84, we bought a knitting machine, and then we got into machine knitting as well as the hand knitting. So yeah, so it's been a long time, but you know, I've never ever tired of it.
No.
I've never been bored of it. I've always been amazed at how much more you can learn, you know, and how everything's changed.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly how we feel.
Yeah. It's like our passion in life, I guess. It's our hobby. It's our go-to.
And I remember Patty and I, as teenagers, knitting.
Yeah, totally.
So very similar, and I'm sure you did too, Carrie. We didn't know you back then, but yeah.
And then, of course, when we had children,
yes,
lots of knitting for little people.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you love about owning a knitting store?
It's interesting. Before Mom and I bought the store, I was a banker. And in 30 years, I've never said, gee, I wish I could go back to the bank, no matter how hard things got. I love everything about it. I love organizing the shelves. I love being surrounded by color. I like helping people, the wow factor when they learn something new and they can't believe they could do it. You know what I mean? So it's the whole package. I mean, it's a lot of work because you wear a lot of hats between scheduling and ordering and book work and all of that, but I'm still doing it and I still love it. So but the most fun for me is being in here and unpacking shipments and ordering yarn and seeing new things.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Christmas every day, sort of, especially this time of year when everything starts flooding in.
Right.
New stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thinking of that wow factor, it just kind of reminded me. So my very first Rhinebeck sweater that I knit for Rhinebeck, I got the yarn here at London Yarns, and I remember like walking around trying to figure out which ones I'm going to pick, and your staff were so helpful that day and helped me decide, and I love that sweater. It was the Swag by Caitlin Hunter.
Oh yes.
So
it's a nice sweater.
It's a beautiful sweater.
One of my faves.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been really, really fortunate is I've always had fabulous people that work with me. Fabulous people.
Yeah.
And all of my staff have always come from my customer base. You know, just getting to know your customers and then approaching them, right, Carol? And saying, have you ever thought of working in a yarn shop? And that's how it happens. So,
I'm going to start coming here every day. Read my resume on this.
That's funny. And speaking of your staff too, I know I've been in here pre-pandemic before, and I've come in shopping and I've seen knitting groups sitting at the back table and very helpful. Like I've actually, come in and needed help picking yarn out, and the people in your knitting group were helping me.
Yeah, that's one of the things we really miss is that interaction because of it. Yeah. We used to do 4? We used to do Tuesday mornings and Wednesday evenings and Friday afternoons and Sunday afternoons. We used to do 4 sessions a week with different people coming to each one. But then, of course, just like our classes, all of that had to take a little break. But hopefully things will improve and we'll be able to get back to that.
And prior to the pandemic, what type of classes were you running here?
We would teach pretty much anything from private beginner learn to knit and crochet one-on-one to like session workshops, anything from fair isle knitting, finishing, socks. We had quite a big repertoire of classes.
Nice.
And then in the machine knitting, because there really isn't a lot of places you can go for machine knitting help, we also had a monthly machine knitting club where the people would bring their machines and everybody got their own table in the classroom. We'd all set up our machines and learn a different stitch or stitches of the month, and the goal is and was to have like 35 different stitches where you make a square of each and then you end up with a throw with all of the different stitches.
That's
So we're anxious to get back to that because those gals just loved that. You know, it was something to look forward to every month, and it was hands-on, so you knew everything you were doing you could do when you got home. You know?
For sure.
That's amazing. I know I've always thought I'd love to try machine knitting, but it seems so intimidating. So that
it is. It's funny, a lot of people think that you go like this and a sweater flies out at you, but there is a lot to it. The nice thing about it is speed, of course, and the fact that in hand knitting it takes a long time to get your tension just so and know how to hold things. With machine knitting, your first row looks just as nice as your 1000th row because it's so nice and neat and even. Myself, I would never forsake one for the other. I approach it more as, here's my project, how am I going to enjoy to do it? Right? So if it's a ton of stocking stitch or some, you know, machine knit, because it's so quick, right, to do the boring parts. But like right now I'm doing a shawl, you know, with lace weight mohair and fingering weight, and every night I go home and I do my few rows and, you know, whatever I can fit in, and it's my little relaxing time. So I always have hand knitting on the go, but I like to design on the machine too, because you can play so quickly with colors and ideas, whereas if you were designing in hand knitting and you sat for 3 or 4 evenings and then decided after investing 40 hours into your thing you didn't really like it so much, then you're like, oh. So the machine is nice to sample and play, and
that's great.
Sounds like fun.
It is. It's just it's the same end. It's a different way of approaching it. And I found by learning the machine, my hand knitting got so much better because you kind of have an understanding of the mechanics behind your stitches. I've taken a lot of things I've learned on the machine and brought them to my hand knitting, methods of increasing and decreasing and waste yarn and all kinds of things.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
Now we're like,
you might have to open up a few extra doors. Our minds are going.
Oh, they are.
So what do you have? Oh, sorry.
What do you have?
Well, something that's unique for us here at the store is custom colorways. My husband, Daryl, is a photographer and has been professionally in the photography business for 35 to 40 years. But in his real job, it's pictures of newborn babies and their families in their homes. Of course, that has suffered with the pandemic as well. So I coaxed him to take his hobby photography, which is nature, and turn it into greeting cards. So he will take his pictures of birds or flora and fauna. There we go. There's glare on it or not. So he makes a line of greeting cards with his photos, and so then I decided to take it kind of one further, and I approached Zen Yarn Garden in Sarnia, though I buy a lot of their fancy, beautifully dyed yarns. And I said, would you be interested in dyeing some custom colorways on your yarn for Daryl's photos? So this is Blue Jay. And we can get it in fingering weight. Well, we can get it in any of their weights, but we usually carry it in fingering weight on 4 bases. So we have their merino cashmere, their silk, and their glitter, of course. And then that's Chippy Chipmunk, and the skein is dyed to simulate the colors that are in the original
They did
photo.
an amazing
They
job.
really did.
They really do, and
they capture the colors so well.
And then this one is called Columbine. No, sorry, Bleeding Hearts. We do have one called Columbine, but that one's Bleeding Hearts.
That's beautiful.
And we have 10 in all right now from different of his photos that we regularly carry. But I approached them because of our 30th anniversary and asked if he would do some dyeing for the anniversary. So my husband had designed our little logo. If any of you go on our website or get our Monday emails, it has like fireworks and it says London Yarn celebrates 30 years. Well, my husband designed that logo. So Neville at Zen dyed skeins of yarn with the colors in that logo.
Oh, cool.
And he also chose one of my husband's other pictures called Calm Before the Storm and dyed that for the anniversary. So I have those as well.
Oh, nice.
And they're on the 4 bases.
Oh my goodness.
So this one, first off, is the logo.
That is pretty.
It's so unique because the little firework pops in the original.
Yeah. It looks exactly like the webpage.
Yeah, so that little logo, if you can see it there, it has little bits of peaches and raspberries and such. And that's just one skein of each base.
Okay. So pretty.
And then this one's quite interesting. It's called Calm Before the Storm. And the photo is of, obviously, the lake before the storm hits, with just a little splash of plant life in the foreground. So he dyed the skeins so that it's the gray and white of the sky, and then the little bit of blast of green from the shore.
Where is that picture taken?
Beautiful.
That is up north at our cottage on
Beautiful.
Lake Gordon.
Oh.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
So the picture, the photograph that the yarn is inspired by is on each.
Yeah, Neville
That's
makes tags
neat.
for me. Yeah, and he puts the little tag, whether it's Daryl's photo series or the celebration of the anniversary, and I just have to call him up or email him and say I'm out of Blue Jay or I'm out of Bleeding Hearts or yeah, and he'll dye up a batch of on each base for me.
They're beautiful.
And it's neat because as a customer, you know you're not going to find it anywhere else. It's unique for us. And you can also, as a gift, give the skein and the greeting card where it's inspired. And the neat thing about these is the pictures aren't glued to the card. They're just in the 4 corners. So if somebody likes the photo, they can just pop it out of the card and frame it.
Oh,
so
frame
it's
it.
usable down the way. Yeah.
What a great idea. Great idea. Now, I have a question for you. So I know a lot of people would probably be interested in perhaps purchasing this. So I know that, like, obviously your shop is open for in-person, but do you do online sales or pickup sales or?
Yeah, we don't have a shopping cart yet on our website. We're hopefully someday working toward that end, but all of our yarns are live on the website, and it tells you prices and gauges and available quantities that are in store. So customers can either email us or call us and just say, I would like to order this, and if we have to ship it to them, then we just charge them whatever the postage or the shipping charges are, and then it goes right to them. I don't mark that up at all. It's just to break even on that. And if it's local, like between London and surrounding area, one of the gals who hosted our knit groups, her husband will do local delivery because he's retired, and Brian will just pop over and grab the parcel and take it right to the customer's door. So.
That's awesome.
I had no idea.
That's a great
idea. That's great to know. Great that you ship. Like, so people would just email you or call you and then go from there. That's amazing.
Yeah, and with the website being updated every night, it makes it great because you know how many of these we have in stock, or how many of what you're looking for we have in stock. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I used the pickup service during lockdown where I called because I needed a needle desperately. Saw it on the website and called, and then grabbed it through the door.
Yes.
We were good to go. So it was very helpful. The website is helpful that you can see what you have available. So I appreciate it as a consumer.
Yeah, that was our lifesaver really, because when we were first forced to close as a non-essential business, we really didn't have any way to show people what they could have. So I owe huge credit to all the gals here because they all kind of rallied together and figured out a way how we could add it to our little online catalog and update it. And that was a lot of work getting it on there, but at least then we could offer curbside pickup, because it's one thing to, have the poor customer have to look at it online, which is never as nice as in person and touchy-feelying it, but at least we could offer something. And people were so bored and so needing of their hobby more than ever that that was really nice when we were able to reopen for that in May of 2020.
Nice. Sounds like you have a great team.
It is. It's super team. And everybody's happy. Everybody, and I love it because every day I work with pretty much somebody different, and I look forward to that just as much as they look forward coming in, because it's their day out too, you know?
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything else you would like
Want to share? Or?
share?
One observation in all these years is how the demographic has changed.
Right.
When I first had the store, like I said earlier, it was very rare for a person my age to be a knitter. None of my friends were, you know, it was something I did that was weird for me. But in first getting into the store, my client base was grandmothers and elderly people.
Yeah.
And now I don't know whether to thank the internet, Ravelry, Martha Stewart, I don't know, but it has ballooned into, you know, a huge hobby that everybody embraces and is very passionate about it.
Yeah.
I think part of it has to do with the fabulous yarns you can get now.
Right.
You're not just knitting with your
sure.
Yeah.
I
squiggy
agree.
acrylics, you've got
Right.
beautiful things, and what you can make with them
Yes.
is incredible. But that's probably one of my biggest observations, is just how that has changed, and how many men are knitters, you know, and crocheters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean, we as knitters and crocheters have a huge community now, and it's amazing to be a part of. We're very fortunate, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think the power of the internet helped with that too,
definitely.
right? Because
Definitely.
I remember when I was younger and knitting, and my aunt and my mom teach me to knit, you like would go and buy a pattern book.
Yeah.
Right? Now you can just search for everything online and go to Ravelry or go to a designer's website and purchase their patterns, which makes it a lot more accessible to people,
Right.
which is great as well too. So.
Yeah.
And the designs are more modern. Like they're in fact, I dare to say they're trend setting. Like a lot of times now in the Gap and places like that, you see knitwear that it's like, that looks very similar to, to so and so's design.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, it's very it's fashionable.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Knitting is in style.
It
Yeah.
is in style. Yeah.
And it's lovely.
It is.
And I have a question for you, because we all shared what we're wearing. What are you wearing?
Oh, I was teaching a class on a sampler Afghan throw with all different squares, and one of my students showed up wearing a cowl, and I said, wow, that's beautiful. What is that? It's called Star Shower from Ravelry, and it's one skein of fingering. So this is a skein of Zen from my stash, and I thought, one skein, that's all I need. So yeah, it's called Star Shower, and it's just right. You know, it's not too heavy and dresses up a plain t-shirt.
It's
It's
pretty.
lovely.
It
The
is
eyelets
very
in it.
nice.
Yeah.
We'll put it in our show notes. So
Yes.
if anyone wants to knit it, it'll be
Mm-hmm.
linked in our
Yep.
show notes.
Yeah.
And I love that it's one skein. It looks bigger than some one skein projects.
It's deceiving because on the back, take it off without pulling my hair out. So it's a circle, but it's shorter in the back than in the front. So when you wear it with the short part to the back, it kind of swoops into little circles, and it's just enough that it can cover the shoulders.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah,
I would
it
like one of
is.
those
Me
too
too.
now.
With this.
Don't have to my list.
And this.
You don't have to fiddle with ends. It's just all right there.
That's
It
all
looks
right
like
there.
you're
And the
wearing
first
a
little bit,
shawl.
you're knitting back and forth, and then you join it in the round, and away you go. Yeah, it was very fun to knit. I did another
Putting it
one.
in the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Star Shower.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Janet, for joining us, and thank you for having us here. This is so much
Well,
fun.
this is
I'm-
you're welcome anytime.
all the
Anytime you need a
people,
background, you're welcome.
Thanks.
For
It's
sure.
amazing.
Okay, well, I will let you get back to your business, but thank you so much for coming and celebrating with us.
Yeah, happy
Thanks for having
30
us.
years,
Yes,
and
Thank you.
everybody, hello,
Yeah.
calling your name. You know where to find it now.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Thanks,
Thank
Janet.
you.
We're back again. Thank
was
you.
fun.
That was fun talking
It
with
was
Janet.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's our first interview, so that we've ever done.
Yeah.
So we did our best, and it was really nice to talk to Janet.
It was.
Now I want to buy yarn.
Yeah.
Yes. I know, that's all we're thinking.
Anyways, let's talk about FOs.
Okay.
Okay. So I have. Do you have an
I have
FO?
no FOs.
Okay, I have one.
I have two.
Oh, you do? Well, show one.
Okay. So the whip challenge that we're doing, one of the whips I wanted to finish was my husband's sweater I started 3 years ago, and it's done.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I'm not quite convinced on the neckline yet. I might make it a little more robust.
Okay. Like just a little thicker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it might be a little
wider.
That exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Was it a
That looks
top
great.
down?
Top down.
Okay.
Basic raglan. It was the pattern name is Southwood, and it was put out, I almost feel like it was a free pattern, to be honest with you, by Galt House of Yarn, which is another yarn store not too far from us. So yeah, so top down in the round. I used the same as Patty. It's the Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Tweed in the Wellies colorway.
I have to order that.
nice.
That's nice.
It's a nice color, yeah.
Yeah. So I finished it, and I told him it's done, but I told him he wasn't allowed to touch it until I showed it on the podcast. So now it is his, and
Excellent.
I have one of my whips done for the challenge.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The sweater that I knit for my son last year, same thing. The neck is kind of big, and it was top down. So I need to do the same thing. I'm thinking of picking up,
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do too, and just make it a little.
and maybe rolled over.
Yeah, like I want it thicker too, like a little more
I see what
substantial.
you're
I
saying.
feel like it's just a little too thin and not. I think it needs a roll.
Yeah.
Needs
Like-
more structure.
How you like stitch it down on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, so I have a FO. And okay, so you all know that we were working on the Stephen West, the Shawlology. And the pattern's out, so I can say this, but Clue 3 had, it was brioche. And I've never done brioche before, and I really enjoyed doing it. I thought it was a lot of fun. So I was on a brioche roll. I thought, okay, I'm not going to stop here. There's a hat that I've always wanted to knit that is brioche, and I decided to cast it on. So here it is.
Patty, that's adorable.
It's gorgeous. And is it in the same colors? No.
No. So it's two different yarns. Though I use like a variegated yarn and then a solid color yarn. The pattern is an Andrea Mowry pattern, and it's called the Harlow hat.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so
That's
cute.
gorgeous.
So the nice thing about, I guess, doing brioche is you could actually wear this hat both ways, reverse.
It's
So you could
reversible.
wear it like this, or turn it inside out and wear it like this.
Love it.
So nice.
But I like this side, so.
Oh, and it's so squishy.
It is very squishy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What
Love
yarns
it.
did you use, Patty?
So the yarns that I used are, this is Ghislaine.
Oh my god.
It's actually like a zebra. So it's got, you know how they have that zebra yarn out now?
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of that in there. So it's called her zebra fingering. There's no name for the colorway. It's just number 4. But it's really pretty.
Beautiful.
And then I used, it's, not sure how to say this yarn. Koigu?
Oh, right.
Koigu?
Sure.
Anyways, and it's just like a deep, it's called
That's
deep
beautiful.
purple. And it's her in the, just a fingering merino.
Gorgeous. They look
100%
so nice
wool.
together.
Yeah. So those two colors.
This pom-pom, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but it's like got this like blue hue to it.
It goes perfectly,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
It is perfect.
Yeah. And I can't remember where I got that pom-pom.
Does it
But
say
it's,
on the thingy?
no, it doesn't.
Never mind then.
Yeah, but it was really fun. It took me just a couple of nights to knit this because I don't know. I always had it in my head that brioche was harder than it actually is, and this what made me understand how to do brioche is the the Shawlology Clue number 3 video by Stephen West. He explained it so well.
With the little jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
that's so
really
good.
Good job.
Cute, eh? It's a little slouchy and
It's adorable.
yeah, I really like it. Nice. So that's my FO.
Fun. You always surprise us with these things. What? You never told us you knit that.
That was not in the group chat.
It was a last minute sort of thing, and I just got on a roll with it.
Oh
my God.
So last time I showed these, I hadn't put the heels in. So the heels are in.
Oh.
These were my full moon fiber sock tube socks in the Groovy Moon.
Beautiful.
I can't remember the colorway,
So pretty.
but I had so much fun doing it.
They match it. Like the way you did it is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
Because it's kind of like the lighter colors are up top and the darker colors are down here. It looks so pretty.
It does. It looks like abstract
Love it.
art.
It does.
So I actually haven't even
Beautiful.
worn them yet because I left them on here until I could show everybody, and now they're going to go on my feet. But yeah, so
Awesome.
in acquisitions, there might be some more sock tubes in my bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
And I think this one, they dye it in the tube.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So it gives it kind of a, what do you call it? What do you call it? Tie-dye. A tie-dye look.
It
Yeah.
does, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So I don't have another finished object, but I do have a half object. I showed these on the last one, and I was almost finished the cuff, but I got it off the needles.
Cute.
Those are so cute
Yeah.
too.
The
And then I got
colors.
the
Yeah.
second one just cast on. So I'm just doing like a basic sock, just knitting in the round kind of thing. I did, I think, the Fish Lips Kiss heel on that.
Was this the shadow wrap?
Oh
one?
no, that's the shadow wrap one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And the
really good.
color is the yarn is from Scrumptious Pearl, and the color is Come Sail Away. I think it's really cute.
It is really cute.
I love those colors together.
Yeah, it's fun.
So nice.
Yeah.
Toe up, right?
Good job.
Yeah. So tomorrow night I am going to the movies, and this is part of the reason why I wanted to cast the second one on right away, because I'm going to try knitting in the dark.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, you can borrow my or do you have those? You have them too, right? The headlight, where I call them
I think
headlights.
that might be distracting to the other
Yeah, I
viewers.
That's
don't think
true.
you can.
Yeah, there's this light that you can get that like wraps around your neck, and you can point the two lights on your knitting.
I do have a set of those, but I feel like people would not like that. In
No,
the movie either.
or you make a spectacle of yourself anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, those are cute though, Patty.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about WIPs, Jim?
Yeah, I have some WIPs. Yeah, I don't have too many FOs to show because Patty and I both were baby knitting and gifted them already.
That's right.
And
Do you have pictures?
We
Yeah, I do. So
I'll
maybe,
pop them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So the pattern that I knit 2 baby sweaters and then a little baby hat, which I just figured out on my own. I didn't use a pattern for. But the pattern that I used is called Crozen, and it's so cute. Carrie can insert a picture.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
really cute. And
Fun pattern.
Then they turned out beautifully.
They did.
And I had to write mine down because I've been forgetful lately. I did a sweater, and I did the Strange Brew pattern by Tin Can Knits. Loved it.
Yeah.
It's a recipe.
Right.
If you guys haven't bought it yet, like anyone out there, you should buy this because you can adapt it to any size, like newborn to like any size, any yarn weight, and it gives you a recipe on how to do it, and it gives you color work charts so that you can do your own charts.
Right.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I also made the anthology hat, which is another Tin Can Knits. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's a recipe.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. Yeah, and they turned out really well. So yeah,
It
that's
was
it.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And then for whips, I got a couple here. I'll show like my newest whip.
Do you want me to move that?
Sure, thanks. Sure. Okay, so this is a test knit that's currently on the go. It's for Jody Brown. It's testing a hat pattern for her, and she's of the Grocery Girls, and she's going to be releasing this pattern on Thursday. And
So
it's
this week.
this week,
Yeah.
of this week, yes. And it's
So
called,
by the time this comes up,
It'll be
already
released.
be released.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's called the Monday hat. And oh, it's so cute. I love it. So, isn't that adorable? It's a little messy there with my mohair. Yeah, so it's a DK weight pattern, and it's super fun to knit, and it's using DK weight for like just regular any DK weight yarn, and then the light purple is mohair. So you do alternate between like regular yarn and mohair, and the mohair is held triple.
I love the combination.
It'll be really fuzzy on your head.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so cute.
Love that.
Nice. Those colors are
Oh, and
perfect.
you picked a pom-pom.
Oh, maybe I need your help. So I have 2 pom-poms. Which one looks better? I kind of like the dark one.
I think I like the dark one.
Yeah, it's not so powdery purple.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Cute.
So what I did for mine, I don't have a lot of DK in my stash because I don't typically buy DK because I usually just do fingering held double for my DK because then it's more versatile. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
So the yarn, the darker yarn is Holst Garn Super Soft. I forget the color. But the super soft one, that's the one where it's, I think 80% wool and 20%.
No, this isn't
silk.
super soft.
Yeah, it's got the slubs in it.
The super soft, no, this is, the super soft doesn't have the slubs in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Coast?
It's the coast.
Oh, coast.
This is the
oh,
coast.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have my tags. So.
Yeah, no, that's okay. This is the coast.
So it has a bit of silk in it. The
It
slubs.
does.
Yeah. And then, I forget.
Knit
I think
fits?
it's drops.
Oh.
Mohair.
Nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's very nice. Cute hat.
Very cute.
I can't wait till it's done. I was hoping to have it finished for tonight, but I just couldn't do it.
That's
I
okay.
don't have time in the day.
No. What about you, Carrie?
I only have one whip, and it is also a test knit that I am doing for Isabel Kramer. It's not really a secret because she has a DK version of it out already. So it's the Forager, but it's the Forager Light, and I'm sorry, it's on like the tiniest needle cord right now. But it's got cabling in the arms and down the front of the body.
Nice.
All the way down, so the whole body, and then on the side seam there's also going to be the cabling look on it.
Love it.
So I'm knitting this in Brooklyn Tweed Loft, and the colorway is Faded Quilt. And I had this in my stash because I was going to knit a Andrea Mowry sweater with it, and then I decided to use it for this.
Perfect.
So yeah, so it's the lighter version of her existing Forager sweater, and it's a lot of fun to knit. I just got into it this weekend, so more to come the next time you see it.
Can't wait. I love it. I love the color and the little detail.
And I love
It's
knitting
very
with
nice.
this loft. And Patty,
yeah.
I know I was squishing your sweater the last episode because you're also knitting with Brooklyn
I
Tweed,
am.
but yeah, so that's my
Awesome. So nice. Well, speaking of Isabel Kramer test knits, I showed the
the
yarn.
test knit show.
Yeah, I showed the yarn for this on the last episode, and this is as far as I've gotten.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this is called the Pina. I think it's Pina or Pina. Carrie can put the name on the bottom. So it's not released yet. It's just being tested right now. But
Yeah.
I have made quite a bit of progress.
Yeah, you have.
For
sure.
I love it. I cannot wait to get this off the needles. The yarns that I'm using are also Brooklyn Tweed Loft in the color. The main color is Old World, and then the contrasting color is Sweatshirt.
It's perfect combination.
Yeah.
Like the color work pops
I know.
so much
Yeah.
on that.
It's so
it's so
good.
crisp.
I love
I
it.
love this. Well,
Yeah.
I just want to knit everything in it.
I just, her aesthetic
good.
is so
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, I don't even know how she comes up with these designs, but it's
Gorgeous.
just really
It's very
nice.
classy.
It is.
Like
yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
This yarn is gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
the fact that it even has like little bits of turquoise in there, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
that's my test knit.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
I have another whip.
Sure.
Okay, so this is our whip challenge. So I just wanted to show you guys some progress. I don't even know if I really like this anymore. But
You're
I'm almost
committed.
there. I'm kind of committed. I look at it and I just don't know if the colors are working, but it's the Comfort Fade Cardi.
Oh, I like it.
So where I was last time is I was just starting.
Yeah.
I was starting this gray, but I'm onto the bottom ribbing. Yeah, it's
got
kind of
awkward.
Yarns
mess.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There you go.
there. So yeah, I'm onto the bottom ribbing of this color, and
I like it, June. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not a
it's-
fade, but I love the colors together,
Yeah.
right?
I do
I
too.
think it looks okay.
I think you'll
it's
enjoy
cute.
it.
Yeah. I'll wear it. I didn't make it any longer than the pattern calls for because I just don't want to keep knitting it.
And you have to pick up that entire shawl collar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very
And
true.
I want to point something out here because some viewers gave us
Oh,
this
yeah.
advice.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Great
Great
advice.
advice. So I don't have any more cord stoppers and everything's being used at the
Oh my
moment. So a
gosh.
viewer suggested to use one of these light bulb safety pins to stick in the hole.
This was after you untied your
smart.
and wrecked,
Yeah.
wrecked
Stephen
my
West
brioche. Yeah.
and wrecked
So
your-
smart.
Yeah. So thank you for that. That's a fantastic tip.
Is what wool is this? Barocco?
Oh yeah, so I actually bought it here. I did during the pandemic. It was for
Grocery girls.
the
are
Grocery
having
Girls Knit Along
Right.
in the spring,
Right.
and I called and placed my order and picked it up here on curbside pickup. But anyway, so it's Barocco Vintage DK. And I think the colors are numbered, but I mean basically it's the 3 shades of gray and
There you go.
the magenta.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's really nice.
yeah. I like this sweater. I know we've all knit it before, and I've been wanting to knit another one. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm this far in that.
Totally. You should totally finish this.
I think you'll
cute.
like it. It's
I
really
think
cute
so,
with those
too.
colors.
Yeah, I like it too.
For sure.
Thanks. Thank you. You know, sometimes you just don't know, and you think.
yeah,
sure.
second guess it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I brought this up earlier. I finished. This is my Cholography by Stephen West.
Are you done?
No,
Oh.
I know, but I finished Clue 3. So I got. It goes this way, actually.
Watch that needle is
Yeah.
almost done.
Okay.
We don't need.
I
another.
got it. I'm holding it with the death
I'll
grip.
stand up. So this is the part here with the brioche. So right in there.
Oh,
You see
nice,
that?
Patty.
And then basically that was the whole clue. And then this little part down here, which took forever.
It's
but
cute though. I like.
I
the way
really
it
like
looks.
it. It literally took me 2 days. Well, not 2 full days, obviously, but like I knit
Two
the
knitting
one
sessions.
row one day and then the next row to finish it the next day.
Yeah, it looks
And
cool.
it took a little while, but I really like it a lot.
Did you say it's just 2 rows? I haven't gotten
Yep,
that far yet. I'm
just
in
2
my
rows.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but it's
Very
pretty,
nice.
isn't
It's cool
it?
how it turned
Yeah,
out.
there.
I love how your colors are working together and how the pops of the light blue.
That scared
Oh.
me.
Sorry.
I'm like, what is that?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I really
like how they
this.
frame. I like how the light
Yeah.
blue frames the darker sections.
Yeah.
It
It's
worked
like
out
a
really
minty
well.
color, and it looks.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really
it's-
looking
yeah.
really nice. I think.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
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 Gorgeous.
So, all the yarns that I'm using for this are from Midnight Cravings, and they
Nice.
have a lovely yarn. I love their yarn.
I have a question for you. Are you gonna stop here? Because I've noticed that some people
You're gonna do the color band.
you're gonna do the
am.
color band. Okay.
I'm going for it.
Yeah. I think it'll look pretty.
Yeah,
It will.
I am doing the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I ripped mine out. I wasn't loving. I love my colors,
Yeah.
but I wasn't loving it for that. I really want to make that, but I think I really want to make it in like muted colors.
Right.
So it's in my 2022 list of knitting. But I ripped
He'll
it
have
out.
another one for 2022. you
Yes.
know.
Well, I'm gonna do it like my New Year's knitting. I think
Gotcha.
is my plan right now.
Gotcha.
But I ripped it out, but I was like, I'm going to force myself to knit something else immediately with it. So I did cast on another Stephen West with that wool.
Yeah.
Triangle Parade, I think is
Yes,
the name
it
of it.
is.
Did you bring it?
I forgot it.
Oh.
But next episode I will bring it because it's actually working out perfectly with those colors.
Oh, good.
I felt really bad ripping it out. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. But I had to. I had to.
Well, you have to be happy with it.
You do.
And
Yeah.
Totally.
with a mystery knit along, that's a chance you take. You don't always know if the yarns are going to work together.
That's true.
Yeah, see, like I'm looking at this wall of neutrals
Yeah.
in front of us that you can't see, sorry. And I'm like, that would be my jam
Perfect.
Yeah.
for a Stephen West.
That would be pretty.
So,
Very nice. Okay.
We're staring at the wall again. Like,
Focus, ladies.
okay.
Too much yarn distraction.
we're like planning our next purchases.
Mental notes
Yeah.
happening. Anyways, okay.
Okay, so that's all my whips.
Do you have any more?
I have one more, and I don't know if you brought this, Carrie, the après.
Oh, I forgot
Socks.
it. Again,
Après
this
ski
is
socks.
2 episodes in a row that I forgot it.
Whoops.
But yes, talk.
Okay.
Go.
I lost my piece of paper with my notes, so I'm winging it here.
So this is the après ski sock
Carrie can help.
Yeah, it's the, yes, après ski socks.
by Haley, who is Rundle Knitting on Instagram.
Ooh, you've gotten far. That looks amazing.
They're so fun to knit, and I redid
I
this.
need to do that.
Remember I told you guys
Oh,
I made
yes,
a mistake in the
right.
second
In
section?
this
Yeah.
section here.
I took it all apart and I reknit
Oh,
it.
jeez.
So I test knit these for Haley, and I just used a mixture of my stash yarn, but this is Full Moon Fibers, right?
Yeah. So it was a kit. They're selling kits. I just looked on the website before they came, and there's only 2 kits left.
I got it.
So, oh, good. Yeah, Patty can show a different one. The one I got is number 5, and it's Dune is the main color. It's like a sand color. And then By the Fire is the
Mini set.
mini
Love
set.
it. That is so nice.
Yeah.
There is, and then either Haley or Allison, I'm not sure, from Full Moon Fibers, because they collaborated on it. This is one of the samples they had is in these colorways, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. So
Very nice.
Yep. And I have to show my new bags. I just bought this at the
Oh,
at
yeah.
Little Red Mitten because they had the trunk show with Full Moon Fibers, and they also make J. Henry design bags, and I've been wanting this for a long time. So
Nice. Cute.
my
That looks
project,
really good,
like,
Jen.
look at how big the bag is in proportion to my socks project.
And even a Full Moon Fibers Progress Keeper with their
Yes.
gummy bears.
Adorable.
Nice.
Lots of it in there. Yeah, it's really nice. This is a fun pattern.
So since we're talking about that, these are what the kits look like. I
That's
bought
a-
one as well.
That's the sample that June's knitting, these
Right.
colors, right?
And they look like that.
Pretty.
So
That's going to look so nice. With
yeah,
the
I
darker
probably
main
won't be
color.
able to knit this until the new year, but I am definitely casting them. Maybe I'll cast them on January 3rd, which is my birthday.
You should
Totally.
birthday presents
It's
to
my,
myself.
my birthday present to me.
Those colors are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
All
That's all
right.
my whips.
So acquisitions.
Yep. Always.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be a Full Moon Fiber
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Since
we
we
went.
went to the
moment
trunk
since we went
show.
to the trunk show.
Although this one is timber yarn. So I'm going to talk about
Okay.
this real quick because we talked about doing the ornament knit along. I'm going to do the Hat Bent 2021 by Jody Brown, and these are the yarns that I'm going to
Oh
use.
my gosh, that's gonna look so
Okay, that's
good.
adorable.
Yeah.
I have this set too, and it's so
I know
pretty.
it doesn't have
do
to
I.
be
Yeah. There you go.
I know it doesn't have to be like Christmas, but I thought the main color with the green, you know, I want it to be Christmassy, right?
It's gonna look
so.
And this
So
is called Duck the Tree,
nice.
which is perfect.
Yeah,
That's a pretty
that's-
green.
It is.
Avocado.
And that's from Timber Yarns.
Nice.
Good choice.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh, yeah, that green looks good with all of them.
yeah, well, I'm excited to cast that on.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
What else?
So you have this too, right? June already showed hers. We all got bags.
I don't have anything in mind. That's yours, June.
Oh.
So we also picked up Jessica's bags, which is J. Henry Design.
Great
Um,
bags.
yeah.
They're
I
so nice.
Always
So
have
again.
something in my one, which is similar to that with some flowers on
I
it.
have several of these bags that I use.
The
all
drawstring,
time.
everything's perfect about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great craftsmanship and
Yes.
everything. Amazing.
And then I went a little crazy on the sock tubes because I had so much fun doing those socks. So I got 4.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I need 4 in my life. So these 2 are for me
I got 3.
with these minis. So they're almost like a neon pop.
Pretty.
I'm going to do mittens with this one. So they had on their display that you just do the cuff and the thumb. did they do the top of the mitt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did
they
the
did.
top.
With the contrasting, so I'm gonna make mitts
Yeah.
out of this one, and then socks out of this one.
Nice.
And then this is for a recipient who has a birthday in the same month as Christmas. So the recipient will get 2 pairs of socks
Lucky.
from me with
Not
these 2.
naming names.
So this color is Let It Glow, which is like jewel tones. And then this one is Teen Toe Down, which
Oh, I
is
love
like
that.
fun. It looks like funfetti.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah, it's
So.
very kind of an 80s vibe.
Yeah.
The neon. I love it.
And I got some sock tubes as well, and these are all going to be gifts. So this one is called Imposters. What is it? Imposters.
Imposter. It's Imposter's Imposter.
Yeah,
That's a mouthful.
yeah.
That
So I thought that was really fun. I really like that purpley, pinky.
Yeah,
that was in mine, right? Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cute.
And then this is another one, and it is called What's Cookin' Ghoul Lookin'.
They have the best names.
Halloweeny.
That's so funny. I didn't realize
Like
it was Halloween, but
Oh, I love it.
yeah, that's going
perfect.
to a male recipient. So I thought that would be perfect.
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 And then
Yeah.
the last one is 6 feet apart at the mistletoe.
Aw, cute.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
yes.
So
It has like the pine green in
Yeah.
there. That's adorable.
very cute.
Nice.
This is for you.
No, it's
Oh.
also a gift. They're all gifts.
But great for gifts because all you have to do is knit the
Toe,
cuffs
the
and
cuff, and
toe
the heel.
and the heel.
I know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, great for gifts.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple too. So this one is they're different. So these ones were like they're variegated that they knit up, and then the other ones were the ones where they dyed it in the tube.
Tube, right?
Yeah. So this one is Dead and Breakfast. I just love
Dead
those-
and what?
Breakfast. I don't
Instead of
get
bed
it.
and,
Dead
bed
and-
and breakfast. Dead and
Dead and-
breakfast.
Oh,
Thank
bed
you.
and breakfast. So it's a Halloween one.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
yeah,
Just a
I'm
little slow on the uptake.
Oh, that's funny. And I think I'm gonna make I'm gonna make mittens out of this one, and this is Constant Uncertainty.
Okay.
So I think
That's
that's
beautiful.
I love that.
That is
I'm
nice.
love
It's
it.
totally you.
Yeah, and I think I can make 2 pairs of mitts.
Nice.
I think so. I measured it against a pair of mitts that I have, and
Nice.
Perfect.
yeah,
There's the minis.
yeah,
Nice.
and yeah, that's it.
Nice.
So fun.
Very fun. Oh, and then I don't think Carrie brought hers, but we all got this. This is from
Cozy knitter.
the Cozy Knitter, and it's her Advent sock. I did this last year, and June and Carrie were both like, we are definitely doing this year. So we all got a set, and we haven't opened it yet.
Says
We're
no
being-
peeking.
We're being really good, but I really want to rip it open. Just saying.
I'm only being good because I just got mine.
That's
now.
true. I
will
just
probably
handed it
rip it
to
open
you.
when I get home.
I put mine away so I can't see it. It's not tempting me.
Okay, that's what I have
hid
to do.
it on myself.
Yeah.
Until I was like, oh yeah, I have to give this to June. So I grabbed mine too. Anyways.
Okay, mine's intact. Yeah.
You didn't peek.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So I remember yours from last year. You knit. How do you do this? Do you
It's
knit
a stripe a day.
starting December 1st?
Starting December 1st, and it goes up until the 24th. And
Okay.
then the mini skein for toes and heels and cuff, if you want.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I might just do toes and heels.
Yeah.
And then leave the cuff along with the stripies.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might cast on my toes before December 1st.
Yeah.
So they're ready to go.
Oh, that's true. You
Oh,
could
good
do that.
idea.
Because I'm not opening the package.
No, that's true. That's a good plan.
And I'm going to have to wind it up December 1st. So that's extra time.
That's true.
Carrie's got it all planned. So as soon as she wakes up on December 1st,
Yeah.
That's
I'll be late for work that day.
that's
I
fun.
think that's it.
That is it.
This was so much fun being here.
It was amazing. So
Yeah.
we may do this again.
Yes. Thank you, Janet, so
Thank you
much for
very
having
much.
us. Thanks, Carol, for reaching out about it. Shout out to Carol.
You're welcome anytime.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank
Yeah, it was a
you.
lot of fun. But yeah, don't forget about our cows.
Yep.
The new one's starting, so it'll be up. Patty will get it all organized for December 1st.
December 1st, yep. I want to say to everyone who commented on our last video, thank you so much. Your comments were amazing. Your support is incredible. I also want to say welcome to our new subscribers. We've got several new subscribers, which was amazing. So thank you everybody for your support.
Yeah,
It's
it's
incredible.
amazing. We really do have fun chatting about knitting, and it does feel like we're just sitting around chit-chatting about knitting with all of you, even though you're not here with us.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the views and the comments and the
We do.
connections.
Yes.
It's awesome.
It is.
All right, until next time, which will probably be in about 3-ish weeks.
Yep.
Hope everyone's doing well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.